Welcome back, everybody. In this video, I'm going to be covering some basic constraints for when we're 2D sketching, kind of just designing in general for Fusion. So quickly here, I'm going to just talk about what we have for our design sketches and our constraints. So when I'm inside my sketch, you kind of go about it how you please. So here I am. We're going to be looking at all these constraints, all these red icons when you kind of have a full screen. So, first one, when you do a line, let's say, have a line kind of vertical, maybe a line kind of slightly horizontal, maybe a couple degrees. So this horizontal vertical constraint. So if I have a line something like this and I click that, it's going to make it vertical. I have a kind of one here. I click that, it's going to make it horizontal. So pretty straightforward, but a lot of the times when you have a rectangle, like these icons will always be here, but let's say for some reason you have that, but maybe you don't want to drag the corners and don't want to play the guessing game. If you just click your horizontal vertical, there you go. No problem there. Next one's going to be tangent. So specifically when you have a line and let's just kind of do this right here. So this is your tangent symbol for what you're looking for. Now, if it's not there, you might get something like this where you have like a straight and then this isn't a smooth kind of connection. But if you use your tangent constraint, then it'll make that smooth connection. Another thing maybe kind of like when you're doing slots. So if you have two lines here, now you have a 3-point arc connecting these two, right? You're going to see this a lot. Your tangent constraint will help you. So if I do tangent between my arc and my line, nice and smooth, tangent between my arc and my line, there you go. This looks way better than what it would have been at the beginning. The next one we're going to do is equal. So again, if I have a line, let's say this is 10, and I'll do another line kind of like right here. I know it's longer than 10. But if I do an equal constraint, so I'm going to say this one is going to be equal to this. Now, if I measure that, that's going to be 10. There you go. So I think if I change this one as well, yeah, there you go. So it changes the first ones, or it changes them together because they're linked in a way. So again, if I have a line here, let's say this is 5, then I have another line, whatever. Again, I'll use my horizontal vertical, fix that. So again, if I do my equal constraint, whatever I click first, that's what I'm kind of saying, yes, I want this. This is 5. I want this second line to be 5 as well. So then it's going to shrink. They're equal. Next one, perpendicular. So if I have a line here, I've got a slight angle as well. If you do a perpendicular constraint, it'll kind of create that 90-degree corner then for you. So that's what this T a lot. You're going to see it a lot. Sorry. If you do kind of just a lot of lines, stuff like this, you'll see it. So just doing this, I know I have these parallel lines that this one's parallel to this one, this and this are parallel. I have my T constraint perpendicular in here. Again, I could fix this. There you go. It's horizontal vertical. If I do perpendicular, it might give me an error sometimes, but because this is horizontal, because this is vertical, it's going to just shoot me an error down here because the constraints I already have in here are making it perpendicular. So you're going to get some stuff like that. And then the last one here is this one, this concentric. So actually maybe last two. So if I have a circle, let's say, yay big, and I have another circle here. When you do your concentric, similar, I believe, to our equal. So if I click this one, this is the center point. If I click my second circle is going to move to match this center point. So then you're going to get this circle sign. Again, they're sharing the same center point. So if I click and hold, I'm going to move both together. If I delete this, then I'll click and hold the center. It's going to move them to be separate individual circles. So let's just say this one's 20. Let's say this one's 15. So I want this circle to be inside of this one, is sharing the same center point. So I'm going to say this circle center point, I want it to match up with this one. And then boom, there you go. It moved over.